The Khan of Khans.
I've got issues, cause I fell in love with you. Doesn't make sense, but it's true. I can't help myself, gotta get help, cause I can't deal with my...
Oh my Jesus. Off the music. Update. I say update. Okay guys, so I think I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys for a moment because I'm tired of editing and re-editing this video to try and make it perfect. So, is the original Google Pixel worth buying in 2019? Absolutely, but the phone has got issues. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna restart this video with a different kind of music that's going to help you better assimilate the information that you need to make an informed decision on whether you should buy this phone or not.
Cinematic. Sir, do you mind if I retake some shots just to correct some errors?
Yeah, man, error. Editor,
sir?
package this thing. We're releasing it first thing tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so the original Google Pixel that I'm talking about today is the version with 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and the storage is not expandable like every other phone. So basically like iPhones, but iPhones that don't suck. Design wise, the phone is not the prettiest thing you're ever going to see. Like, it's not an innovation in design or anything like that. It's got huge bezels and it's not very pretty. But what it lacks in looks, it makes up for in performance and the internals. I mean, this is basically a phone made by Google, so it always gets the updates first. The unit that I reviewed is basically running Android 9.0 from the box, essentially. And I'm gonna be real with you right now, this is my best experience using an Android phone ever. I used to think Android One was close to stock Android. I mean, it kind of is, but it's really not the same thing. Using a phone made by Google feels like using a phone made by Google. There's never any lag, the applications work fantastic, nothing crashes, nothing freezes, everything just works awesome. There's also the fact that the camera in this phone is, oh my goodness. The pictures that this camera can take in low light and when you have a lot of light are just insane. Like, it makes no sense that a phone that's almost 3 years old at this point can take photos like this. Like, the latest iPhones can barely compete. And I feel like during the time when I was using this phone, at some point, it started to feel like a camera that connects to the internet as opposed to being a phone. And the reason why I say this is because Google Pixel phones generally, be it the original Pixel, the Pixel 2, the Pixel 3 or the XL versions, they always have this little annoying bugs that just make them, I don't even know what to call it, man. But I suppose that kind of explains why these phones drop in price drastically immediately after they're released. My own personal unit I used for around 4 months before I put it back in the box, and 3 out of those 4 months the Bluetooth simply didn't work. It just refused to connect to anything. Speakers, car stereo, earbuds, earphones, headphones, anything. It just wouldn't work for 3 months. And I don't know why. I did not mess with the settings, nothing changed. I just woke up one morning and my Bluetooth wasn't working. Reaching out to Google for help also wasn't very helpful as well, because they're always trying to get you to schedule calls that don't really ever happen. And here's the interesting thing. On the night when I started shooting the B-roll for this video, and I had already thought in my mind that I was gonna come and tell you guys how this phone is terrible and you should avoid it, Google pushed an update to my phone that I installed, and immediately after I installed that, my Bluetooth started working again. Which again brings us right back to Google's commitment of always updating your phone and fixing it for you. It's honestly an amazing thing to always have the latest software. I mean, my phone has night sight. This is a feature that was released with the Pixel 3 XL, but I got night sight in my camera. Amazing stuff. So how has the phone held up over time? Well, I mean, my unit picked up a few nicks when it dropped before I could get a case for it, but it's honestly a very nice phone to have. Yes, if you drop it too heavily, you're going to absolutely shatter the phone because it's not built like a tank, it's not heavy, it's actually like a paperweight and it feels like a toy. So I just thought you should know the quirks of the device before you decide to buy it. It's honestly a fantastic phone. I enjoyed it, I loved it, but in the end I chose not to keep it as my daily driver. But the thing is, the moment I switched to another phone, I noticed the difference in the camera quality on my Instagram almost instantaneously. And the fantastic thing about this device is because it doesn't hold on to its value very well, you can actually pick this up right now for around $200 or maybe even less if you find it on eBay used or something. Oh, and my unit actually came with the Daydream VR as a bundle. Now, Daydream VR is really nice. When you use it, it's nice, but I didn't use it a lot. When I did use it, however, I noticed a few things that the phone didn't hold up very well with. For example, the battery life on the Google Pixel is not very good. Like, you're in VR for 10 minutes and your battery is already halfway. Like, the phone runs extremely hot. It really cannot handle it. Maybe the newer Pixel devices can, but I feel like they just kind of botched it on this one. So the Daydream VR is not particularly very useful. So if you can skip it, I say just completely skip it. Don't expect great battery life, don't expect great speakers, don't expect an innovation in design. If you're cool with all those things, then this is an absolutely fantastic phone to buy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on another video that was shot by Kagan.
You're keeping me on. Yeah, I'm strapped in, stuck in a song you can't turn off. Like a mirror